Greetings, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Industrial Packaging Podcast with me, your host, Nathan Dube, Digital Marketing Specialist at Industrial Packaging. On today's episode, we will be answering the question, what are the different types of packaging materials? So without further ado, let's jump into today's topic. When first entering into the world of packaging for your products, there are many items to consider and educate yourself about. One of the essential things to consider during this time is packaging materials. When you are looking to package a product, you need to decide which type of material you will package your products in. But what material should you use? Plastic, metal, cardboard, paperboard, foil, shrink film, bioplastics, boxes, clamshells, or something else? When diving into the vast realm of packaging materials, one of the first things you need to understand is what's available to you. Once you have explored your options, then you can choose the best materials for your packaging needs. In order to do this, you need to understand which materials are appropriate for your applications. Well, as luck would have it, Industrial Packaging has been selling, running, and consulting on packaging materials for generations. We know the realm of packaging materials inside and out, and we can help you identify the packaging materials that are currently available and which one is right for you and your products. In this episode, we will show you the most popular types of packaging materials currently on the market. We will help you understand each option so that you can make an educated decision on which material would be best suited for your product's packaging. Each type of material mentioned in the show is linked to a more in-depth article that offers a deeper exploration of that particular type of material. Just check the link in the description, click on it, and you can go from there. Okay, so let's begin our exploration of the different types of packaging materials. First up, we have corrugated boxes. Corrugated boxes are a staple of the packaging industry. For generations, corrugated boxes have been a go-to packaging product used to package hundreds of thousands, perhaps even millions of products on packaging lines all over the world. Corrugated boxes are often purchased pre-formed into the traditional square or rectangular box shape. Then again, they may arrive in flat stacks, in which case the boxes must be put together by hand. Corrugated boxes are often used for packaging applications in tandem with case erectors. Case erectors are a type of packaging machinery that involves human labor and automated processes to form, fill, and seal the boxes in preparation for shipping. Corrugated boxes are made from, you guessed it, corrugated cardboard. Corrugated cardboard is a packaging material made out of a corrugated sheet of fiberboard that has been fluted. Generally speaking, corrugated cardboard is made from one or multiple boards of flat fiberboard. Corrugated cardboard is created via a process called fluted lamination, also known as corrugation. Corrugated cardboard is sometimes referred to as corrugated fiberboard, as cardboard can technically be any heavy-duty paper pulp-based boarding material. Items commonly packaged in corrugated boxes include items such as electronics, DVDs, consumer goods, and pre-packaged food items like cereal, chips, and cookies. If you want to learn more about corrugated boxes, please consider visiting our Learning Center, linked in the post in the description of this video. Next up, we have shrink film. Shrink film is used on millions of packaging lines and companies all over the world. It is one of the most popular types of packaging materials currently on the market. It is used to package a mind-boggling array of products. There are different types of shrink film formulations. Still, the most common formulations are polyvinyl chloride or PVC, polyethylene or PE, and polyolefin or POF. Each formulation is designed for specific applications. For example, polyolefin is the best shrink film to wrap food with. It should be noted that using the wrong formulation of shrink film for the wrong products can result in poor packaging, safety hazards, and machinery problems. So, make sure that you consult with your packaging vendor to find the right formulation of shrink film for your products. Shrink film is used for packaging products in tandem with shrink tunnels and sealers. These are two types of packaging machinery that are required for running shrink film on your packaging line. The product is first run through the sealer, which places the product in a bag made of shrink film. Each side of the bag is then sealed with heat. The product moves down the line into the shrink tunnel, also known as a heat tunnel. From there, the shrink film bag contracts uniformly around the product contained within. Shrink film is commonly used to package items such as board games, frozen pizzas, and small consumer goods. If you want to learn more about shrink film, check out our Learning Center for more information. You can find the link to our Learning Center in the article listed in the description of this video. Moving on from there, we have bundling film. Bundling film is a type of shrink film. The formation of multi-packs, also known as shrink bundling, is the act of creating one or multiple packs, also known as bundles, out of various products or items. A multi-pack can include items that are freestanding or sitting on top of a platform or sheet of material. Next, the bundle is cloaked inside of shrink film, most commonly LDPE or low-density polyethylene, and moved through a heat tunnel. The bundle is then packed together by the shrinking of the film, which holds the bundle together. Items that are packaged like this include products such as packs of water bottles or boxes of tissues. Bundling films are one of a few types of shrink film that are specifically used to create multi-packs and other types of bundled packages. Okay, next up we have shrink bands. Shrink bands, also known as seal bands, are a kind of protective packaging and tamper-evident packaging that is perforated for ease of use. Shrink bands are pre-made to fit the cap of different types of items including, but not limited to, bottles, jars, liquid droppers, and other similar products. So how is a shrink band applied? A ring that is made out of soft plastic is put on the cap of a container that needs to be sealed. Next, heat is used to make the ring shrink in a uniform way around the lid. This heat may be applied by a heat gun, shrink tunnel, or steam tunnel. Shrink bands, just like many other tamper-evident packaging materials, will let the consumer know if their product has been exposed to damage or tampering. Shrink bands alert the consumer to compromised products and protects them from consuming unsafe items. Shrink bands provide extra strength for the seal of the product cap. This ensures that the overall seal of the product is enhanced with additional protective qualities. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we'll cover one of my personal favorite types of packaging materials, which is flexible pouches. Flexible pouches are foil or plastic bags. They are utilized in packaging applications for various things, including snack food packaging and industrial liquid packaging. They can be found on shelves in supermarkets practically everywhere. Flexible pouches have become extremely popular over the past few years for food packaging. This is mostly due to the fact that most of these pouches are resealable, they have a low environmental impact, and they are less costly to produce than alternative packaging materials such as glass, paperboard, metal, and cardboard containers. Flexible pouches are commonly used for packaging thousands of products, including but not limited to granola, energy drinks, coffee, soups, snacks, nuts, and many other types of food products. Flexible pouches have recently been adopted by the industrial hemp and legal cannabis markets as packaging for cannabis and hemp products such as gummies, whole flower hemp, and other edible products. Now, the materials mentioned in this podcast represent some of the most popular packaging materials, but it is not a full representation of all the available materials. When it comes to choosing the right packaging materials for your products, you will want to do some research on several different types of materials before making a final decision. If you would like to explore other packaging material options, consider visiting our Learning Center, which is packed with content about the many different types of packaging materials. You can find a link to the Learning Center in the post in the description of this video. However, maybe you prefer to get some professional guidance in choosing the right packaging materials for your products. If that's the case, you will want to consider speaking to one of our packaging experts. They will be able to help you choose the right packaging materials and vendor, even if that vendor is not ultimately us. If you would like to speak to a packaging professional, just go to the post linked in the description of this video. At the top of the page, you will see a Contact Us button. If you would like to speak to a packaging consultant, simply click on that button and one of them will reach out to you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that does it for another episode of the Industrial Packaging Podcast with me, your host, Nathan Dube, Digital Marketing Specialist at Industrial Packaging. I hope you enjoyed today's episode, and I hope you'll tune in next time where we discuss how to choose a contract packaging company. But until then, I hope you have a great day, and we'll see you next time.